Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome to a reading with Nephtara Grace. Ugh, y'all, excuse my voice. Sorry, not sorry. Today is like radical self-care day, so I'm totally chilling. But for real, y'all, I did a reading recently where I said something gets released and then there's like a surge, like a deluge. Y'all, today is that day. It is big water energy today. And what's interesting is we're surfing into a new moon in Gemini. Yeah, it's like it. Anyway, let's get into the energy. And put that on Do Not Disturb because I thought it was on Do Not Disturb. Here. Okay, now we're on Do Not Disturb. Who knows what the hell is going on with technology? Anywho, let's get some runes. I normally don't get interrupted when I do readings for you guys, but today it's like, I said, it's a deluge. There's Uru's power, I was, magic, death, Seulo, thunderbolt, I'm telling you. But Anzu's God is, okay, God, power, thunderbolt with the solar chariot with magic. I don't know how to put that into words. Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's giving, what I'm seeing that it's giving is like somebody or people who think that they are big, they are a big deal, they are big people, they are whatever, whoever they think they are, okay? And then God shows up, or the bigger thing shows up, right? Like, just, school's out now. Last week of school, I did 3 field trips in a row for my kids because we homeschool, and we really don't do field trips during the year, okay? Because we homeschool, like we in it. So this past week we did 3 different field trips out to the state park. One of the programs we went to was about mammals, and it was talking about how in the area we're in, there's no more wolves, and so coyotes are the apex predator in this region. However, we are adjacent to states where there are still wolves, right? And I just stood there the state park person was talking, and I was like, wow, so when something gets hungry enough, it will expand its hunting territory. We all know that. We all know that if a wolf gets hungry enough, it's gonna go until it can find some food to sustain itself and its pack. I may live in a state where the wolves have been hunted out, but I'm adjacent to states where they still it. You see what I'm saying? This is like that. This is like somebody is a coyote. They are coyote. And they've been an apex predator in a certain ecosystem, in a certain environment for a long ass time. They don't know no different. They really think they the shit. I'm telling you, I just keep hearing big step and nigga don't get stepped on. That's been the whole week. The money may fade, but respectful. That's been the channel, that's been the vibe all week. Somebody who thought there was big shit is finding out they are not. They are not. They are not. There is a bigger predator on the playground. There's a bigger, whatever this person is, there's a bigger one. And that's what they don't fuck around and come out about. And this bigger one is coming out as God, by the way. As God, by the way. So whoever this is, whatever it thought it had some type of dominion and authority that was just not even, they just didn't. They just didn't. That's it. They just didn't. Ishtar, communion. They didn't. And you actually have a connection to source. You have a connection to God. Okay? So, focus. Dang. Let me get one more goddess. Let me get one more. It's big goddess energy out here. This new moon is giving big goddess energy. Okay, we got Freya and Isis. Damn, we're going to take them both. All right. Okay. All right. This is how they said to do it. This is how we doing it right here today, okay? We follow instructions very well here. Isis in the north, Freya in the south, Ishtar in the east, Artemis in the west. All right, that's what we got. Okay. Wow, you guys. Wow. Wow. Rebirth, communion, radical acceptance, and focus. Let me see if I can get... There you go. Now you can see everybody, I think, a little bit better. I'm always concerned about, can you guys see or not? I mean, it is YouTube. It's a video. There's my voice, but that's not the same as seeing, right? I'm just going to sit in this energy for just a moment, because these are independently extremely powerful goddesses. Together, this is an entire... This is an entire message, especially with these runes. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm going to give it to you how it's coming in, okay? You are experiencing a God-decreed divine rebirth your entire life. I'm watching, you guys know those billboards that, they're digital billboards that flip from ad. I'm watching every cell, every part of your life flip. Like, everything in your life flips. Okay? It's like there's some way that you're used to accessing this divine energy that it's like you don't need anymore. Now, when you want to tap into this rebirth energy, when you want to, it's like the ability, the authority, like wiping, like, you know how we talk about wiping the board clean or a clean slate, but those are words we use. Humans can't wipe a board clean. They really can't. But God can. And this is that. I think you can now too. There's something about this. Like, you now can, there's something you can do now that is because of your direct connection to source that gives you access to some type of divine power that nobody else has. And part of your challenge is you have to accept this. It's like there's something going on. Oh, it's North Node, South Node. It's North Node, South Node. Got it. That's why they're having you put things in North, South, East, and West. Oh my God. You guys, I was like, why are we doing things like this today? La 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 la. I'll just follow along. But okay, Beth. Thank you. I can be slow sometimes. Okay, North Node, South Node. Got it. You need, it's you. It's like the, ooh, I understand that. I get that. It's like your South Node is telling you that it's not okay to be the only one with this gift, with this power. Like something about there's some story your South Node has you believe that is something like the amount of power you have isn't fair, or that you have this power isn't fair, or that is something like that. Okay, there's some subconscious programming from your, and South Node is like past life shit, right? So this is really buried. It's there, and it's inaccurate. You And I feel like everything you've been through in this lifetime has been to prove to you who you are, so that you understand your worthiness of this power. God didn't give this power to a guy on the diner, to a guy at the diner. He didn't give this power to the person who raised their hand. It's not like God stood in a classroom and said, okay, I have, unlimited divine power to give to one of you. Who's it going to be? And the person who said me, and raised their hand the highest and jumped up and down, that's not who got the power. But that's how you've been acting. It's like you've been acting like you did something unfair to get this power, so you've kind of been ashamed of it. But that's not true. And I understand the challenge, because the power of rebirth, for people who are new, that's a fancy way of saying the power of life and death. That's fancy spiritual talk for you can wipe shit out or you can build shit up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So this has been like, I think this has been like a hidden burden for you. It's definitely been a limiting belief for you. This amount of power that you have. It is power. And you are being, like, God is summoning you to focus and use this power. That's what this is about. That's what everything has been about. What you've experienced has been forces of opposition trying to keep you in this limiting belief. Forces of opposition who agree with you. No, it's not fair that you got that power. We should have gotten that power. As a matter of fact, you don't seem to want that power because you're not using it. We can bippity boppity boo and siphon it from you, and you don't even have to worry about it. We'll use the power. And my dear, I mean this with all the respect. 1303 on the timer. If you look around the world, this is the result of them siphoning your power instead of you using it. But all that's in the past. It's the beginning. I told you something was going to be released, and then something was going to surge. It was some type of spiritual gift. I remember it was a reading or two ago, a day or two ago. I don't read on the schedule. I read when I get told to read. But it was this past week. I know I said those words. The Fool is a new beginning. So this leads me to believe that I feel like you catching on to something. You might be like me. You might be slow, but you catching on to something, because we got the Fool. We got like rebirth and the Fool out here. Communion around it. Yeah, this is like if everything before now is practice. This is now the real thing. This ain't practice no more. This is the actual factual. This is it. This is it. So this is what you practice for. This is what you've been training for. I feel like what's there for me to keep reminding you of is you earned this power. Every choice you've made, you've earned this power. You've earned the power. You've earned the right to have this power. You've also earned the authority to wield this power. And at the end of the day, only you can use this power. Nobody else can do this. That's just been proven over and over and over and over again. That's what I'm hearing. it's like on the other side, they're tired now of it's almost like it's almost like you've like, no, 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 and they're like, okay, all right, well, let's just show you, okay, and they've been walking you through some fucking shit, holding your hand through some crazy fucking shit, not only so you can see that you have power to overcome some crazy fucking shit, but who you are in the face of it. Almost like, okay, see for yourself then while you got this power. See who you are for yourself. But now they're tired. Like, okay, well, we did that. Now you just got to use the power. Come on now. Come on. We done already told you. We explained who you are. We explained what you do. Come on, let's do it. That's the energy out here. It's okay. You know who you are. We showed you. If you don't understand, too bad. You got the power. We need you to come use. That's how it is. That's how it is, y'all. Something just like that. They say at this point, you got to understand. They just need you to use this power because you're the person who's going to use the power correctly. Isn't that wild? Even if you're not clear yet, the divine still counts on you. Who you are for the divine is reliable to do the right thing, even if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yo! And that's a beautiful thing. We got Osiris out here. This is these the people hang out with. Isis. We got Anubis and the Kemetic connection. This yo Egyptian people coming through, boo. This who it is. See, whatever. Oh, you got that old Egyptian magic. That should be real. That should be that Egyptian magic. Okay, where my magicians at? Y'all, where my occult people at? Let me tell you. Probably all y'all, honestly, the way my frequency is. Y'all, but see, if y'all already know. The Egyptians, that's deep. Osiris and Anubis, that's deep. With Isis out here. I'm just Ishtar. I'm not gonna hold y'all. This is that old God. This is the old guard. We got Sumeria, Egypt, Greece, and the Norse pantheon out here, y'all. Iceland out here. These the old souls. You an old soul. You got connections to each of these. You have connections to 4 different lineages. I think there's more, but there's 4 main ones that you're working with. Egypt, Greece, Norse, and Sumerian. 4, 6, 7. Building, establishing spiritual knowledge, divine teachings. Yeah. It's like, you know how we know the Egyptians as like the mystery school people? Like they are we see them as a civilization of higher learning, of higher spiritual truth, like that, right? That's what it's giving. It's giving, you're like, I don't know, you're gonna use a word that's familiar, but it's not quite the same. You're like a divine high priestess. You and it's not a gender thing. So if you feel better high priest, go for high priest. But the bottom line is, you, because of your direct connection to source, you disseminate actual messages from the source, like pure, no filter. And here's number 6 again. 51. It's time for you to live the sweet life. We had Milk and Honey recently. This really is about you living the sweet life. It's about, and I'm not gonna hold you. If what is coming out of my mouth, the words I'm channeling, if this is anywhere close to accurate, if you really are the mouthpiece of the divine, if you really are someone who directly channels messages from source, I believe you should be living a sweet life. I'm just gonna say it. I really do. I really do. Because here's what I've learned in my experience on this planet. To be in that type of intimate relationship with God, that's not a small thing. That requires something of you in this world. Because this world is coded to take your focus, energy, and attention away from things of the spirit. So if you're this locked in with the divine, yeah, you should be living a sweet life. Because that's what the divine is. The divine is all of the experience. All experiences are within the divine. The capacity to hold all experiences creates a sustainable atmosphere of euphoria and joy. The knowingness of who one is and what one is capable of in that state. Are other emotions such as anger and sadness and grief present? Yes. And so is the knowingness of one's capacity, one's strength, one's will to experience and overcome, to experience and expand, to experience and then not experience. The power. That's power. This is true God goddess energy. True. Wow. Wow. Yeah. This is a really big deal. Okay, there's number 5 again. Whew, number 3, 8, 6, number 6. All right, let's start with vanishing mirror here. Bringing us to number 4, 58. Ego sublimation, vanishing mirror. So this message, this card reminds us that oftentimes it's the ego that's holding us back. Ego can be fear as well. And there's an opportunity to not only look ourselves in the face, telling the truth to ourselves, but an opportunity to see the truth about ourselves in our relationships with other people. Allowing there to truly be no separation between us and another. So if we feel like another is XYZ, then we too must be XYZ. Finding that shadow. In this case, it's like really getting that there's been it's been your ego telling you. I know it sounds funny because we have a misunderstanding of what ego is, but it's been your ego telling you that it's not fair that you have this power. It's been your ego telling you that you have to put yourself underneath people so that they aren't threatened by you. It's your ego that has told you that you have to dim your shine so that people are more comfortable. That has been your ego. One ring circus. Whatever it is that you're meant to do it alone. You have been created with the capacity, the strength, and the willpower to accomplish this alone. Period. That's something else you get to radically accept, I believe. This is not a group project. It's a solo project. And I mean this. This is going to be harsh for somebody to hear, maybe for many people to hear. This is not a group project. The other participants failed. I remember this from last year. There was a test. I don't know when I channeled this. There was a test, and everybody but you failed. But I remember channeling this, tribe. So now that it's time for the show, now that all that's done, now that we're in the championship, it's just you, boo. It's just you. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Will o' the wisp. You know, it's really, really crucial to look into your shadows. It keeps coming back as being able to look into your relationships as shadow mirrors. Perfect storm and the courage to step into life. Let me tell y'all, storm energy is huge. Even in these card colors are very stormy. It's very stormy. Very stormy energy. And it is big storms where I am today, by the way. I'm surprised you guys might hear thunder and lightning out there. Wizard of awareness, being present what's happening in you and around you. And in you. Present to what's happening in your body. Around you, in your environment. Closing door completion, the number 5. This is not a 9, this is a 5. This is something ending so something can begin. This is a change, this is rebirth energy. Okay? This is wiping the slate clean so you can start something new. Closing the door because you know another one will open. Okay? Understanding that this door has to close before the next door opens. Okay? Let's see. Put those there. Oh, let's get some tarot. Oh my God, we're 25 minutes in. Oh my word, you guys. All right, let's do this. Let me get this deck. Archangels, Ascended Masters, Ancestors, Spirit Guides, Legions of Light, Gods and Goddesses. Thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for this tribe. Thank you for showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know so I can support my tribe as they live, learn, thrive, and grow as above, so below, and so it is because it is so. Mikael, Poel, Gabriel. Is he busy? Okay. Hey, Uriel. I'm messing with y'all. Go. Knight of Coins. Listen. We're not gonna hold you. We are y'all. Let's you know. Listen, Knight of Coins. Now something is slow, but it's steady. It always wins the race. The Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is outstanding, by the way. It can be frustrating if you're someone who moves fast. But look at that wheel. So something's been slow, but it's time. Knight of Coins. Slow. The wheel, the change, the Empress. Okay. This looks like you stepping into your power. This looks like you owning that you're the Empress. I got a Two of Swords. And look, you still, what I say, you might not know what the hell's going on. But you still the Empress. Chariot at the bottom of the deck. It's still you, boo. That's hilarious, but not really. Page of Coins in the stone. And you have the power. You do. And it's like, this is the time. This is the time. Whatever you focus on, that shit gonna pop. Page of whatever it is. And you might not be clear about what you want to focus on right now, that Two of Swords. I'm kind of going to tell you it don't matter. I'm kind of going to tell you pick some, but here's what I'm hearing. If you go back to the last directions you received, they said that in the other reading. You know, sometimes your GPS, that's what it was. Your GPS tells you directions, gets you to the point where it's like, okay, go straight for 25 miles. And then it doesn't say anything for 23 miles. It's like that. It's like it's like your GPS is set for 100 miles and you at mile 75 and you're like, why is quiet? Am I going the right way? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And what is coming through is, okay, but you put the address in the cell where you do know what you're doing. You do know where you're going. This is hilarious. They say you know. They say you know where you're going because you put the address in the GPS. The star. It's something about it's your north node. Your north node has you be seen. Your north node has you be seen. That's what, because your south node is trying to have you blend in. Your north node, your south node wants to be a group project. Your north node knows it's a solo project. Aries, Libra, Leo, Aquarius energy here. This opposition energy. Your south node wants you to stay hidden. Your south node wants you to be one of many. Your north node wants you to shine. Mm-hmm. This is north node. Like you choosing to be reborn as the star. It's now. It's now. It's now. This is here. I told y'all today was the day. What I say, something get released and then something surges. Something about water surging. And I woke up to crazy storms and I knew, I said, today, whatever I was talking about today is that day. 8 of Wands today. Devil at the bottom of the deck, that's what you don't see coming. That's ego. It's just your ego telling you you don't know what you're doing. It's your ego telling you you don't know where you're going. It's just your self node. It's at this point for you, the devil is your self node. That pull for you to stay hidden, stay safe in the crowds, just one among many. When your destiny, your purpose is to be singled out, to be singular. Solo act. You might be one of them one name people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Prince, Cher. You might be one of them people. I love it. I love it. Tell me something else. I love you, boo. Whoever I'm chatting, I love you. 6 of Wands. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's your time to shine, baby. 81, 6 of Wands, right now. Right now. Right now. The wheel turned. It's been a long time, but now it's here. See? It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step two. Y'all remember Timbaland? You better. I'm just kidding. Let me stop playing. Knight of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. It's been a long time, but it ain't no more. 81, 6 of Wands. It's shit here right now. The wheel done turned. 6 of Wands. Empress. Coming at the bottom of that. I know you about to go meditate after this reading. With the Death card. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, because now you're going to see something different. Your context shifts. Oh, Queen of Wands and the King of Wands came out together. Y'all, that's sexy. So you have a new perspective about a relationship? About a match? Three of Coins. Yeah. You see something you didn't before. Yeah, you see that this relationship you got is not just love. It's love and money. Yes. Okay, boo. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. Something got cleared up. Something got cleared up. Two of Coins. It's almost like maybe you weren't sure where to put your focus. And now you know. It can be like that sometimes. I think when we find people that we care about, I think we can sometimes be challenged to, okay, do I focus on the relationship? Do I focus on my, on building something financial? Like, what am I focusing on? Eight of Coins. Seven of Cups and the Page of Cups. So unsure of where to put. Unsure of a romantic situation. So you focus on. Yeah. You focus on the romantic situation or, other things in your life. Interesting. So that's over. It seems like you see something now. The Chariot. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like you're now confident. It's almost like the Sun. Yeah. You see something now. Something is now clear that wasn't before. So now it's like you have a confidence in this relationship that you didn't have before. And I'm hearing that that has freed you up to release. Wow, how is that connected? Anyway, but that's a part of what has freed you up to release this story about shining, about being seen. Was there a concern? It's vague, but it's like there was a concern about protection. So I feel like I'm talking to a divine feminine. There was a concern about protection. 4 coins. There's a concern about protection. Yeah. Interesting. I can get that. When we think about shining and stars, I'm going to use a 3D example. So please understand, I am the Shadow Queen. I'm likely going to say something that triggers you. That's my job. We call celebrities stars. They are not. They are celebrities. They are well known. They are popular. They are famous. Some of them are infamous, but they are not stars. Okay, so I don't know why we call them that. And we treat them a certain way because they're so popular, because they're so famous, because they're so well known. Because of that, these celebrities very commonly have to have protection from people who are super fans, right? Or people who for some reason have fixated and obsessed on them to destroy them. I'm just me, and I've obviously seen celebrities because hello, I'm here on this planet. But these are people who, in my estimation, are doing their job. It's just that they happen to have chosen a job called model or actor or politician or professional athlete, right? And because of their job, it puts them in front of a lot of people. And because people are so varying and unique, some of those people have really provocative responses to these people's energy. Y'all, Kim Kardashian does not know you. Do you know what I'm saying about that? But there are people who hate Kim. I hate Kim. There's people who love Kim. You don't know her. She don't know you. Y'all hear what I'm saying? It's like that. So it's like, I feel like you have this star power. You have this star energy. I think you know you do. I think part of what this is interesting. I think part of what has had you allow your South Node to keep you cozy and comfortable as one of the masses has been your desire to feel protected. Almost like this intrinsic narrative, like if you shine too bright, they get you. If you do this, they kill you. And if I go back and I'm tapping into one of the last readings I did, you're someone with occult power, like divination skills. So absolutely what we call a witch wound, right? The witch wound. You show up as a spiritually gifted person at a certain time and place, and you get killed for it. And then you reincarnate and you carry that wound of, hey, I was killed for who I am. I was killed for talking. I was killed for speaking up. I was killed for blowing the whistle. Whatever it is, that witch wound, right? That's what this is. That's what this gives. It gives like, nah, I know how this goes. People like me get killed. So I'm not actually going to shine until I know I got some protection, some backup. Like where my crew? Where my crew at? Only if I go back to the channels, like I said, your crew didn't show. I remember I think that was in December, y'all. I think I did that reading in December. Your crew did not show up. I'm not laughing. I'm just like, wow, for real. Because now the whole story's coming together. 6 months later, your crew didn't show up. So whatever it is, you did that shit by yourself. Like I remember that reading, the divine sent you a spiritual helper. Like you had some unseen allies who were fighting with you because your human, whoever was supposed to run this mission with you in 3D, topside, motherfuckers didn't show up, boo. I'm just telling you, already know your story. I'm just remembering, oh yeah, I channeled it. Dang, that's all connected now. Damn. So now that's what I was saying before. You it. Now that it's time to do whatever this shit is, it's you. It has to be you. You have to shine. Nobody else came. Even if it was originally a group mission, it ain't no more. It's a solo project. It's a solo mission, and you is it. But there's something about this relationship that it's like you have a new perspective, a new context around it, and you are now experiencing this relationship as that protection that you needed, that you wanted. It's showing up for you now in a way that you needed it to, wanted it to, whatever. Take what resonates, right? And now it's like you now are giving yourself permission to be the empress, to be the hierophant. Because that's it. You are star hierophant energy. It really is E.F. Hutton. When I talk, niggas listen. That's really what this is. And whatever you say goes, because you have spiritual authority. Yeah, now. Yeah, now. The high priestess and the moon now. See? Shit. Let me get out of here. That's the whole cake right there. The 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck, motherfuckers. That's the cake. That's the cake. The whole cake right there. That's it. That's it. Listen. You know things. Whatever that sounds like, this is just how we go in this reading. You have access to divine knowledge. You have access to things that you have access to divine intelligence. You have access to literal secrets and mysteries of the universe. That is your inheritance from your ancestors, from your past lives. Okay? Now, it is your turn to shine. Use that gift to your benefit and create the life of your dreams. The divine realms are giving you 100% full assurance, full backing. The heavens and hell, everybody in the spiritual realms is backing your play. 4141 on my timer as I speak. 4144. I can't stress it enough. The divine is backing your play. So you take this gift that nobody else has, you use it, and you build the life of your dreams. And then you drop the mic. If you have not already, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Yo, this has been your reading. I hope you got clarity and confirmation out of it. And you know what it is. Time is a construct. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. In the meantime, trust your process, your path, and your purpose. Peace.